That's a greeting. That's a wrong. Lally-ho, my abers, cadabras, and alakazams. And welcome to this year's Make It Rain campaign. I've been a bit busy due to another Final Fantasy game. As I'm staring at my copy, 16. Final Fantasy 16, that is. Almost finished it, but we gotta do this because, it's gonna end in a few days. Better cover it. And, oh look, patch 6.45 drops Tuesday. Oh dear God, I'm gonna be a busy beaver. So, we have Make It Rain, you know, we get to go to the Gold Saucer, have a bit of chicanery. And, Kippy, Jackia is a bit, needs help penning her next hit article. This is a golden opportunity, folks. As I live and breathe, is that Sumiri? What a pleasant surprise. Is your brother, Haggy well? How do you know my brother? I don't recall telling you his name. Now that I mentioned it, he did recently send me a letter. Oh, but this is no time to be speaking of such things. I'm in need of help to write my latest piece. As his fortune has placed you before me, I wonder if you could lend me a hand. Your contribution shall be much appreciated, I'm sure. Now then, the matter at hand is this invitation. We just sent it to the Raven offices from the Golden Saucer. We've been asked to write a piece of the festivities currently underway at the establishment. Naturally, as the Raven's most superior reporter, I was chosen for this privileged task. I carry the reputation of my publication on my shoulders, and there's no shame in recruiting an assistant or two with whom to share the weight. I need someone with keen skills of observation and dazzling insight. Judging by our previous adventures, is there none more suited to this task than you, dear Sumiri? Well, how about it? Can I count on you? Count on me. Very good. Well then, let's depart to the Golden Saucer at once. The invitation states that a member of the staff awaits our arrival at Entrance Square. Seasonal event, let's go! You can get a bit loopy here at the Gold Saucer. You just want to tweak it, not everything full blast. That'll burn my eardrums. Peter Winsome? Here in the Old Daz Premier Centre of Leisure and Entertainment, the readers of the Harbour Herald will be eager for an inside look at the revels which take place in these gleaming halls. If only we at the Mitchell Eye could deliver an exclusive interview to our readers. Oh, he's got a link pearl. Ah, yes, it seems that the invited reporters have arrived. Understood. I shall proceed as planned. There you are, adventurer. Let's not keep our host waiting. Ah, you must be from the Raven. Allow me to welcome you personally to the Gold Saucer. Oh, I did not expect to see you there, Mistress Shumite. You're always welcome as our honoured guest. An honoured guest, is it? It seems I picked the right adventurer for the job. Mistress Shumite is helping you. Well, I must say, this gives the Raven a significant advantage. I'm good for the open tournament. I'm okay. With your arrival, all our guests are present. Now, if I could have you but a moment of your time. Illustrious reporters of Eurasia, I welcome you, you one and all, to the Gold Saucer. My name is Euler. I'm going to call him Oile. Now, it's like... I just got Ollier. My name is Ollier, and I have the distinct pleasure of serving as an attendant here. As you're well aware, we are currently holding our most fabulous event of the year, the Make It Rain campaign. During its duration, guests may receive up to 50% more MGP, a currency which can be exchanged within these gilded walls for a bevy of fantastic goods. People of all stripes pour into the Gold Saucer during this event, eager to take their piece of generous bounty we offer. However, some of the Euros have yet to grace us with their patronage, which is why we've invited the most esteemed reporters in the realm to partake in our festivities, and prepared sizable compensation for your resulting articles. Of course, a simple tour would hardly suffice to satisfy such curious minds as yours. So we have taken the liberty of preparing a little diversion for the occasion. We've got merchandise! Behold this masterful mammoth, made in the precise likeness of Godbird Manderville. We have hidden 4 throughout the Gold Saucer, 1 in each section, excluding Chocobo Square. Use your keen reporter senses to seek them out. And to the one who finds the most mammoths. We shall reward an exclusive interview with the man himself, President Godbird Manderville of Manderville and Manderville, famed goldsmith and proprietor of dreams. No paper has ever succeeded in securing a personal interview with Godbird Manderville. Can you believe our luck? He's right. An interview with Godbird Manderville would draw more eyes to the Raven than news An interview with Godbird Manderville would draw more eyes to the Raven than news of another calamity. This isn't a competition to be taken lightly. This reward is worthwhile, to be sure, but Master Terrell and I have come here alone, while the Raisin seems to have 2 reporters. I propose that the Harbour Herald and Mitchell and I join forces. That would even the odds, methinks. I've no objection to that. To the winner goes Manderville's secrets. To the losers, pitiful ignorance. Let's keep our eyes peeled, adventurer. Then, let us make an amendment to the rules. In the case of both teams find the same number of mammoths, the swiftest to return will be judged the victor. Now, let the mammoth hunt begin. Search every corner of our establishment, and you may find the bounties you seek. Since this is an MMO, find a group of like 50 people in a corner. Which team of reporters will prove to have the keenest eyes and the sharper senses? I look forward to finding out. If there are 4 wind-up Godbirds sitting around here, we should search for 2. You take Wonder Square and Round Square. I'll cover the remaining 2 sections. An equal division of labour. If anything happens, you can stay in touch via Deslink Pearl. Now, let's find those mammoths and win that interview. Well, it appears to be up. There it is. Yeah, just right down by the Godbird statue. There we are. You found a wind-up Godbird. Bad news, adventure. It seems I wasn't quick enough to find the mammoth in Entrance Square. Please tell me you're faring better than I. You found one! Thank goodness! We're, we're, we're still in the running. I'll make haste to the event square. Godspeed in finding your final mammoth. It's a good thing Godbird made the ground entirely out of knee breaking glass. Ceramical, you know what I mean. It's been a long day. And I want to cover this because, who doesn't love a dramatic reading? It's not up there, is it? Surely not. Look, a poor defenseless chocobo hatchling has wandered her way up to the cliffs of Mount Coral, and is now trapped at the top. I would save her, I would, but I'm now Plus, as a Lalafell, I have a severe aversion to heights. That would appears to be a gang of unruly goblins tossing grenados, and any would-be rescuers, so not you could do multi-patron a kind adventurer. Oh no. There's only a minute left. Fudge. There we go. Okay, if I was a Godbird minion, I'd be hiding in like here somewhere. That's secretly up there, is he? Can't. Surely not. Or am I just mammoth blind? Is that what's happening? Am I mammoth blind? Where the dickens is this? Gatekeeper. And it would have been a blows up hill at Event Square. No thanks, no thanks. Where the dickens is this mammoth? I'm here, but... No, I didn't see anything up there. Surely not. You sneaky devils! Oh. Okay, that's actually pretty clever. Adventure, good news this time. I found a mammoth in the event square. You found yours too? That's so. The interview is mine, or is ours, of course. We must report a picture to all of you at once. See you at the entrance square. Just a moment when I spied the mammoth. I spied a reporter from the Raven picking up. If only I didn't stop for refreshments. It seems I was a match for you, adventurer. You found both mammoths before I even had a chance to take the lay of the land. I know to call upon next time when I need to search for treasure. There you are. Quite impressive work, I must say. Think we would trounce the opposition so convincingly, but I'll thanks to your eagle eyes and you running in a goddamn circle. Welcome back, mistress. Welcome back, mistress. Jacqueline has informed me that you were able to find 2 mammoths. Wind-up Godbert, a perfect model of compact gentlemanliness. The mammoth's clothes can be donned or doffed with the press of a button. Indeed, exactly 2 likenesses. The final results as follows. 3 mammoths found by the reporters of the Raven, and 1 mammoth by the reporters of Mitchell Eye and Harbour Herald. Which means that the Raven will be rewarded with an exclusive interview with Lord Mandeville. Congratulations to you both. Once you've sufficiently prepared yourselves, simply speak with me and I shall summon him forthwith. This is a dream come true! A scoop to surpass all scoops! I've made my preparations, so whenever you're ready, just say the word. Alright. We get our one. A wind-up Godbert, no less gentlemanly for his compact size. This mammoth stands ever ready to do what only a Mandeville can. Hearts of gold. All ears stands at the ready to call upon the Gold Saucer's proprietor. I trust you're ready for the interview. I shall call upon Lord Mandeville, so please wait here until his arrival. As for the Herald and Mitchell I ask that you follow me. While none are as knowledgeable as Lord Mandeville, our staff shall do their utmost to guide you upon an educational and I say entertaining journey of the Gold Saucer. There's my gold. There's the best goldsmith in town. Ho ho! Apologies for the wait. I take it you're the eagle-eyed reporter from the Raven? Accompanied by none other than my old friend Sumiri. I see you haven't decided to doff the mantle of adventurer in favour of reporter's quill and ink, have you? Lord Mandeville, 'tis a pleasure to make your personal acquaintance. My name is Kiffy Jackia of the Raven, and I have the honour of penning this exclusive interview with your esteemed personage. This adventurer was kind enough to assist me with this project, so please consider her a temporary member of our staff. Very good, as I'm overjoyed to host you both on my darling Gold Saucer. Naturally, I expect some initial awkwardness as it's become accustomed to the process, but I shall do my utmost to bear both body and soul to your inquiries. Ask away. Your candour is much appreciated, Lord Mandeville. Now then, perhaps you might share with us exclusive details regarding the Gold Saucer's creation? Oh, a simple question. I thought you might ask me to divulge the secret of my family's peerless beauty, which has been carefully guarded for generations. Yes, well, I intend to get there in time, of course, but the objective of my article is to convey the charm of your establishment to my readers. And what better start than the tale of its inception? Only a reporter most masterful looks past the beauty of the man to the beauty of what he has wrought. How delightful indeed. Come, allow me to give you the grand tour whilst answering your questions with pomp and circumstance. Let us head for the Eaterite Plaza, which rests at the heart of the Gold Saucer. From there I shall guide you and show you why House Mandeville's ingenuity knows no equal. Origin story time! Oh, I do appreciate the cheeky teleport. I'm much forward to hearing the story of the Gold Saucer from the man himself. If there's any place you wish to see first, simply ask Master Godbert. He'll no objections from me. Some of the following events cannot be skipped. You may wish to cancel any... Oh, okay. Begin the tour. Allow me to welcome you and new to the Gold Saucer. I, Godbert Mandeville, am at your complete disposal. Simply tell me where you wish to go. I shall give you my personal escort. Classic. This scene cannot be skipped. Let's do the event square. The event square is fun. Let's go to the event square. I feel like we can replay these and read all the other ones. Ho ho! As the name implies, here's where we hold our grandest events. At present, Masters Typhon and Yojimbo perform their regularly scheduled show to the delight of all and sundry. Yes, speaking of this Master Typhon, I heard that he's a terrifying monster whose sneezes are powerful enough to send someone flying off their feet. Pardon my directness, but does that not pose a danger to your guests? Danger? Why, not at all. You can rest assured that behind Master Typhon's frightening countenance lies the heart of a model employee who cares deeply for the safety of our guests. Huh. I remember the day we met fondly. Master Typhon had been ushered into our realm in an attempt, due to an attempt by what the Thermaturgers Guild to summon Void Scent, and after a journey full of twists and turns that yielded him no means to return from whence he came, he decided to seek gainful employment. Once I heard of his story, I knew he would be perfect as one of our attractions. After requisite job interviews, I hired him on the spot. Albeit, he did get off to a sticky start, unleashing sneeze upon mighty sneeze in an alarming succession. However, once I realized he meant only offer a reprieve from the day's blistering heat, I thanked him for his kindness, and he's been amenable to constructive criticism since. Of course, you know quite well how refreshing Master Typhon sneezes can be. On tales of your bout with him and Master Ulshos are still told to this day. Oh, where was I to witness it myself? Oh, 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 oh. Now, as much as I'd like to regale you further, I feel I'm on the edge of rambling. Let's conclude our tour of Event Square and return to the Eaterite Plaza. Oh, wow, we gotta do them all. Now we're gonna do them all, actually. I thought, like, oh, man, we're gonna have to wrap it up ourselves. But now we're going to read all of them if we're allowed, given the chance. To Entrance Square, which is where we are right now. "5 years after the Seven Umbral Calamity ravaged the Earth, the Ghost Saucer rose from the sands of Ul'dah, serving as a beacon for all in the realm who sought leisure and a diversion. For the calamity had dealt the city-states a grievous blow, and each and every citizen had worked tirelessly to see their homes healed. I built the Gold Saucer to be a place where the beleaguered could forget their worries for a time and remember the feelings of a smile upon their faces. A noble purpose, to be sure, especially considering the amount of your own wealth you poured into reconstruction efforts. To build a legendary monument of recreation during such trying times must have been a challenge, considering the resources and manpower necessary for such an undertaking. But it's exactly why it had to be done, to give work to hands robbed of purpose by disaster, and thereby construct the backbone of a thriving economy. I owe great debt to each and every person under my employ. It was only by their hard work, diligence, that the Gold Saucer was able to aid Eorzea in her time of need. As the cactus weathers hot desert climes, so did my workers' indefatigable spirit. Words are hard sometimes when you're like literally been busy the past couple of days and you're like, I'm tired, but I need to record this. I'm gonna need all the energy for Tuesday. If I can stream Tuesday, that is. I'll figure it out. So I chose this Sabatender as our mascot, with the appellation Senor. Senor is a sign of respect for their contributions. That being said, the Gold Saucer is no charity, quite the opposite in fact. An operation of this magnitude would shrivel in the sun without a steady flow of profit. There's much more I could say in the matter, but alas, when you have so much time, let's return to Eatery Plaza and perhaps consider a change of scenery. We're gonna get the full scoop, folks. We're doing the full scoop. The whole shebang, as they say. To round square. But how can a square be round? And how could round be square? But some say it is hip to be square. Oh, round square, yes. So famous for, Oh, yes, of course. Mount Coral soars majestic over its domain. Have you ever seen its like before? I wager you haven't. For this peak that countless visitors climb, descend daily as it is a construction of my imagination. Do you know what inspired me? Inspired? This is fashion based on a model? Oh, that it was. But I'm not surprised that the name wouldn't ring familiar. Mount Coral appeared in a classic tale I used to enjoy immensely as a young lad. It's a mountain. Has a mountain that fed from booming mine industry. You can see how it would inspire the liberal use of explosives for this attraction. We procure our bombs from goblin artisans, thereby extending a unique commercial opportunity to merchants who might otherwise be shunned or feared by others. Naturally, we needed to ensure the explosives would create a thrilling spectacle at risk of injury. I myself spend many a day testing the FSC. I'm just gonna skip that word because my brain's like, you're doing a voice and you're also trying to read at the same time. I spent many days testing. It's not efficiency. Yeah, is that efficiency? Efficiency of the variety of blasting powders upon my person. Oh, to be so young again. Now, if I flex in this position, all my clothes fall off except my pants. Alas, though I could expand upon this topic of moons, I'm sure your readers would wish for an article as varied as this all sorts of stuff. Let's return to the East Right Plaza and consider where we might go next. Yes. Now you better be ready for Tuesday when I just, flex on those weapons that you have. Wait, you've got a bird bow? That's not the weapon I bestowed upon you. I'll make it slightly stronger, maybe like 2% stronger. To Wonder Square. I wonder how square it will be. And I wonder if Square wonders about reality. Wonder Square was envisioned of a place where patrons could cook up their feet and take in the wondrous scenery we've arranged for them. The second floor is equipped with a cocktail lounge which offers the realm's finest libations. From what I heard, this area is among the most popular. Is it true that you even offer games hailing from the Far East? Oh, just so. Artoman Mahjong has received quite acclaim since its introduction here. There's nothing quite like it in all the realm. Have you played the Yakuza series? They also have Mahjong in that. And believe me, the person that's currently speaking, the great KDB, doesn't really play Mahjong. And in Yakuza 2, Yakuza Kiwami 2, there was a mandatory Mahjong section where Kiryu had to win a hand on Mahjong. And here's KDB just frantically going, yeah. Meanwhile, a bunch of his associates that play Final Fantasy one of them is at least familiar with Mahjong, and that would just kick any of our respective butts. But that's besides the point. Let's get back to the matter at hand. There's nothing quite like it in all the realm. It was brought to my attention by an employee who spent time in the Far East. There it is played as a simple recreation, as a display of hospitality, or in fierce competition amongst common folk and nobility alike. Truly, it brings me great joy that people can come here to enrich themselves with games from distant lands. I hope that we can introduce even more games from places far and wide to the people of Eurasia. I hope that we invent blackjack or poker. But there's so much to see. Perhaps we could return to the East Right Plaza. Consider our next part in your hard-won interview. I think we've said enough. Do you wish to continue? You were kind of done. Very good. I believe more than enough information to write several articles. It's been quite a while since I've spoken of my beloved gold saucer at such length. I do hope my ramblings did not bore you. Far from it, Lord Mandeville. I quite enjoyed your antidotes, as I'm sure will each and every one of the Ravens readers. Oh, I'm delighted to hear it. We built the gold saucer to revitalize commerce, rekindle sparks of joy in people's lives. Laughter and smiles are as much as a lifeblood as food and shelter. This place serves to fulfill that all too elusive need. Not only our patrons, but our workers who tirelessly keep the gold saucer operating smoothly. My greatest hope is for their happiness. I see a beacon of joy guiding people to the smiles they've forgotten. I believe I can use that. Thank you for everything, Lord Mandeville. This interview gave me all I needed for a phenomenal article. Oh, it was entirely my pleasure. May your pen burst forth with inspiration, as do the clouds with rain, or as the gold saucer does with MGP. Bid you speak with Ollie on your way out. He has something prepared that I believe will bring a smile to your face. Like gold itself, the ideals which guide this establishment are immutable. I invite the both of you to return whenever so you please. I did like the little background, like little side story of just the little girl just going, oh wow, wow. So I think she was a bit like overwhelmed. Hey, someone's rocking the songbird hat. I can feel the ideas bubbling to the surface already. I must start writing at once. Welcome back. Allow me to thank you once again for answering our invitation. The pleasure is all mine. It was an honor to hear such first-hand accounts from the Gold Saucer's founder. Now I see this amusement centre was designed with much care to the people it serves. In fact, I'm thinking of entitling the article, The Gold Saucer, where hearts of gold rain. Hope I'll convince more people to come and visit for themselves, and perhaps take in a heart full of mirth. And of course, I've forgotten you, adventurer. I should make sure to credit you in my article front and centre. Before you depart, I will present you a small token of our appreciation. Our event will be underway for some time yet, at least 2 days at least. So we hope that you continue to enjoy all the Gold Saucer has to offer. Everything gold can stay. And I have a feeling I'm gonna keep this minion on. But before we depart and say our farewells, I'm gonna try my luck at this. Right then, folks. Well, that was the Make It Rain campaign sort of dramatic reading. We got ourselves a wind-up Godbert. So just enjoy what's left of Make It Rain. You know, grind up enough, do some chocobo racing. Oh man, he flexed so hard, his idle animation popped in when I just looked away dramatically. Ah, that's good, I do like that. Yeah, he does a cool action move. Oh yeah, but yeah, I hope to record Tuesday. I don't know about tomorrow if there's going to be a Christian game or not, but I'll find out. If so, I'll record it. If not, come Tuesday, we'll have the 6.45 Hildebrand quest, Mandriva weapons, and the variant dungeon. We're going to do all three in one stream. We might break it up actually, because I think what I could do is Hildebrand one day, and on a day that I'm free, I do the variant dungeon, just to stretch it out, as I'll be too busy doing this. The crystal line, the crystal relic tools. I'm going to be too busy working my way through those, and that'll keep me busy. I currently need more white. I'm going to need just to gather enough scripts so I can get to work. But that's no one wants to see me doing crafting for 10 hours straight, because I'll do that. But no, we're not doing that. We're here for action, and that's what we're going to do Tuesday. For maybe, it's just a Hildebrand questline, so that's maybe about an hour. And then potentially Thursday or Friday, we'll have the variant dungeons, depending. Slices Raiders is underway. Oh boy. But I won't do that, because I gotta make my dinner. And I gotta do maps with my FC. So I'm gonna see you all, folks, come Tuesday-ish, maybe. We'll see what my schedule's like. And I wish everyone a fantastic 6.45 patch day. So see you then, folks. Take care. See you then. And also don't like, comment, subscribe, as everyone has to say in these dark tyrannical times. Well, that's just me. See you then.